The second leg of the Champions League playoffs are starting soon, so it's only right that I give you my predictions for the final leg of this new round. Can AC Milan come back? Can Man City turn this tie around against the kings of the competition, Real Madrid? Can Celtic somehow pull off the ultimate upset? Well, let's find out what I think with my predictions. And trust me, you're gonna want to stay until the end, because I might have a crazy upset in this video. Let's go over to the first playoff clash of this Champions League playoffs, where we got AC Milan versus Feyenoord. And the first leg was kind of surprising, and something I didn't expect. Feyenoord, who just lost their best player in the winter transfer window, Santiago Jimenez, who joined AC Milan, the team that they're playing against in this playoff tie, and also who just sacked their former manager, Brian Prischke, and appointed former player Pascal Boschart as their interim manager. And they scored in the 3rd minute of this match thanks to Brazilian Igor Paixão, who scored pretty luckily, to be honest. Mike Maignan saves that shot 9 out of 10 times, but for some reason he let this one in, and nothing else really happened for the rest of the game, and Feyenoord won in the first leg 1-0 at home. Now for me, this is what I like to call interim manager tax. I swear to y'all, every team who just sacks their manager and hires an interim manager always wins their first game. It literally always happens, bruh. So I'm not sure we should be looking too deeply into this result. And to be honest, even with Feyenoord getting the win today, they didn't overly impress me. Sure, they got a couple of chances here or there, but when you look at AC Milan, even for a quiet attacking day with the pieces they got, like Santi Jimenez, João Felix, Rafael Leao, Christian Pulisic, etc., with them having 12 shots, 6 of them on target, and had 54% possession, they dominate on the stat sheet, as we can all see. So with AC Milan doing that, and with Yunus Musa coming back after that red card, and him seeming like he's an important part to manager Sergio Conceição's plans for Milan, I think he'll play an integral role in the second leg, and Milan will look totally different on the pitch. And with me still thinking that Feyenoord isn't that strong of a team, and with the second leg being played at the San Siro, I got AC Milan winning the second leg like 2-0 or 3-1 or something like that. And that means I still definitely got AC Milan making it to the round of 16. You heard it here first, I'm still back in Milan, baby. And I'm sure I'll be proven right when the game happens on Tuesday. Moving on to the next match, let's talk about Benfica versus AS Monaco. Now for me, the first leg of this tie wasn't too entertaining as well. It was kind of boring, but the truth is, from what I saw, Benfica were definitely the better side of this match. I mean, they had 23 shots of 6 on target, double the amount of shots on target compared to Monaco, and they even had more of the possession. Not only that, Pavlidis, the Greek striker for Benfica, who now has 8 goals in the past 6 games, stayed strong from the challenge from Salisu, and then chipped the keeper beautifully to give Benfica that all-important goal that got them that 1-0 win away from home heading into the second leg. It was just like the other match that happened in the Champions League group stage phase, where Monaco lost at home to Benfica 3-2. The other game just had more goals, but these teams could only be separated by a difference of 1 goal in both games. So that is pretty interesting to take a note of. Something else pretty interesting too is that Monaco got a red card in the first leg, with Al Musrati pleading to the referee that the Benfica left back deserved a yellow card, and because of that, the referee gave Al Musrati a second yellow instead for dissent, and he got sent off. Really harsh for the referee, I'm not gonna lie. You don't give a second yellow card to a player for dissent, bro. That's nasty work. I think the referee just had a power trip, to be honest. Just like Michael Oliver in the game between Liverpool versus Everton, but I'm not gonna get too into that. Anyways, what's crazy is that Al Musrati just joined Monaco 9 days before this match on February 3rd. And the other crazy fact is he's Libyan, and he plays for the Libyan national team. As someone who's into African international football, I find it super interesting that there's a Libyan footballer playing for one of League One's biggest clubs. But back to the prediction, I got Benfica winning the second leg like 2-1. Another 1 goal difference win for Benfica, and I got them going through to the round 16 instead of Monaco. However, Benfica will have to do this without Angel Di Maria probably, who had to be subbed out due to injury in the first leg. But I'm sure Benfica will be able to handle it. Let's now move on to the next match, where we got Europa League champions from last season, Atalanta, taking on underrated side Club Brugge. Now I said this in the last video, but don't be fooled by Club Brugge finishing 24th place in the Champions League group stage phase. They're a pretty underrated and solid side still, and they got some pretty good results in the group stage phase. But did I really expect them to get a win against Atalanta even though they were at home? No, not really, to be honest. So basically what happened in the first leg is Ferran Jutgla from Brugge scores a half volley in the 15th minute, and Club Brugge got an early lead that they wanted. But Mario Pasalic, one of Atalanta's best players, got the equalizer in the 41st minute and headed the ball into the back of the net. But then, after a pretty calm second half in my opinion, Club Brugge got a crazy penalty in added time of the match for Hien hitting Nielsen in the face accidentally, just barely. And for some reason, this was called as a penalty. This is never a penalty in a million years. And for some reason, VAR gave this one. Referees making terrible decisions? Yeah, this is nothing new. Anyways, with Club Brugge being given the penalty, Nielsen scored and Club Brugge won the first leg 2-1 and are carrying that advantage heading into the second leg. But to be honest, even though Atalanta don't have Adamal Lookman right now, who's missing both legs due to injury, I still feel like Gasperi's men will do the job in the second leg in Italy. I feel like Atalanta are too strong of a team to be taken down at home in the second leg, so I'm gonna stick with my guts. They say that Atalanta will win 2-0 and make it to the round 16 in the Champions League. That's that. And now let's talk about a tie that's become much more interesting than I ever thought it would be. We got Bayern Munich versus Celtic. Now listen, I put a $25 Amazon gift card on the line in the last video, saying that if Celtic upsets Bayern Munich and makes it to the round 16, I'll give that card away. And I was fully confident that Celtic wouldn't be anywhere close to getting a result against Bayern Munich in either of the legs, even though I don't even feel like Bayern Munich is gonna win the Champions League this season either. But I was almost proven wrong by this Juventus in the very first minute of the first leg, with Kuhn scoring a cracker with his left foot to send Celtic Park into a frenzy. But either was offsides and interrupted the play, so the goal was called back. But could y'all imagine what the game would have looked like if this goal counted? It would have been insane. Anyways, Bayern would proceed to play well in the first half, and eventually right before halftime, of course, Michael Olise with a sweet left foot would hammer Bayern into a 1-0 lead. And man, what a strike this was from the most nonchalant footballer in 2025. Then to the second half we go. It only took 4 minutes for Bayern to double their lead, with Harry Kane for some reason being wide open at the back post and volleying the ball into the goal to make it 2-0 Bayern. Why was Harry Kane so open, bruh? I told y'all, man, even though I love the USMNT, the 2 American center backs and the other defenders on the team cannot handle this Bayern offense and keep a clean sheet. But actually, after Kane scored, Celtic turned it on, and they were getting some really good chances in the game. Finally, in the 79th minute, Daisuke Maeda, the Japanese international, was scored to bring the game within 1, and it just seemed like there was a chance that Celtic could bring it to 2-2 after getting more chances in the match. Sadly for Celtic, it ended up as a 2-1 defeat for them, and with Celtic going away to the Allianz Arena in the second leg, I'm not sure they have what it takes to overturn this tie against Bayern Munich. So, sorry y'all, but I got Bayern Munich making it to the round of 16 still. But if Celtic somehow pull off the ultimate upset, fuck it. Instead of a $25 gift card, I'll give away a $50 Amazon gift card instead. How about that? Anyways, let's now move on to the next game, where we got Borussia Dortmund playing Sporting CP at home. But before we talk about this tie, please remember to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and it means a lot, so thank you. And also, if you guys can, follow my Twitter and my Instagram, both at Nabuto, if you just want to hear my thoughts on football games, transfers, and overall, just to get to know me more. And also, make sure to join the Discord server, link in the description, and also follow me on Twitch. Live streams may be coming soon, so if you want to, feel free to hit me up with that follow. Thank you. Now, the first leg was pure domination from Dortmund, something that, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting. Although the first half ended in a 0-0 stalemate, Dortmund ran away with the scoreline in the second half. They saw a 60th minute header from Sergio Guirassy, one of the top goal scorers in the Champions League this season, Pascal Gross tapping in the ball from across in the 60th minute, and then Karim Adeyemi, a player who was about to leave to Napoli in the winter transfer window, sprinting past the defender and scoring a tap-in to make it a 3-0 result in the first leg for Dortmund. And by the way, Dortmund did all this while Gyökeres was fit. He actually got on the pitch in the second half and still had little to no impact on the game, which is kind of surprising. And before the first leg, I thought that Sporting was easily going to take this tie and make it to the round of 16. I really did not see Dortmund going past the Portuguese giants, but I guess I had a little mishap in my predictions here, because Sporting without Amram is pure booty cheeks. I was fooled by them being on top of the league table. These guys are not all that. What I will say though is I'm still going to stand on business and say the second that Borussia Dortmund faces another top team in the competition that's better than them, they're going to lose. I still don't rate this side too highly currently, and I definitely do not rate Niko Kovac as their head coach as of yet. It just seems like Sporting is not a better side than Borussia Dortmund. So with that, I got Dortmund winning the second leg at home comfortably and making it to the round of 16. Moving on to the next game in these playoffs, we got the all-French battle between PSG versus Brest, with this second leg tie being played in Paris. And you know I love me some Brest. Hey yo! Anyways, in the first leg, I mean, don't get me wrong, Brest actually had a couple of decent chances, hitting the post on occasion, but overall, PSG had this one in the bag. And of course, it was Ousmane Dembele who had a masterclass in this game. Not only did he score a hat-trick in the last group stage game for PSG, he had a hat-trick against Brest in League 1, and now he got a brace in this playoff match against Brest. Ousmane Dembele has genuinely learned how to finish the ball more consistently into the back of the net. Football is not ready for a fully awakened Ousmane Dembele, man. This guy is really coming to his own. This MF might actually be the French R9 or some shit. And listen, I know I said that I was gonna give away a $25 Amazon gift card if Brest pulls off the upset and makes it to the round 16 over PSG, but the reason why I said that was because I was so confident that PSG was gonna win, and it seems like I was right, because there's absolutely zero chance that Brest will overturn a 3-0 deficit in Paris and make the round 16. And if they do, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give away a $50 Amazon gift card instead. That's how confident I am in PSG winning the playoff tie and qualifying to the round 16. How about that as well? Let's now go over to the penultimate game of the playoffs, where we got PSV Eindhoven playing Juventus at home. Now the first leg over in Turin, Italy was actually pretty entertaining, with Juventus getting a majority of the chances in the first half, with Weston McKennie, my beautiful American boy, scoring an absolute rocket to make it 1-0 for Juventus. McKennie and Timothy Weah were cooking in this game, man. You love to see it. W America. But then in the second leg, Juve did what they usually do this season, and that's turning off for a little bit. And with that, Perisic scores a good goal and levels up the tie for PSV. Now if PSV Eindhoven went back to the Netherlands, escaping with a draw in Italy, I would be pretty confident that PSV was going to make it through. But Thiago Motta made the right substitution decisions and brought on Francisco Conceição and Bangula and Thuram, and those subs made the difference. Because in the 82nd minute, after all those guys playing a role in the attack, Bangula scored and made sure Juventus were heading into the second leg with a 2-1 advantage. The thing that scares me about Juventus though is that they're very inconsistent, meaning they perform like a world-class side for 15 minutes, and then in the next 15 minutes, they perform like a Series C side, and I'm not really too sure whether a 1-goal lead is enough against this PSV Eindhoven side. Even though yes, PSV are dealing with a lot of injuries right now. Serginho Dest is still out, Val Tillman I'm not sure whether he'll be back for the second leg or not, and Ricardo Pepi is out for the season. I think he's the biggest miss, to be honest. PSV needed someone youthful up top, and Pepi would have been perfect for a clash like this. So that's what really concerns me. I think a fully fit PSV side will wipe the floor with this Juventus team, but but I think Juventus will do just enough and hang on in the second leg. Maybe it'll be like a 1-1 draw or something. But I'm switching over to Juventus, and I got them making it to the next round of this Champions League. But now we got the gigantic clash that everybody will be waiting for. It's Real Madrid versus Manchester City at the Santiago Bernabeu for the second leg. And man, this first leg game was exciting, and I knew it was going to be high scoring too, because both of these guys' defenses are in the mud right now. Now this game started off with a tifo being revealed from the Man City fans saying stop crying your heart out, with Rodri kissing the Ballon d'Or, because as we all know, Vinicius felt like he deserved the Ballon d'Or, and when he realized that he wasn't going to win, him and Real Madrid boycotted the event, and to this day he still believes he was robbed of the Ballon d'Or. Rodri was even seen recording this tifo too from the stands. That's kind of wild, but it was Vinny who got the last laugh, because not only did Real Madrid end up winning this match 3-2, but Vinicius ended up winning the Man of the Match award, flexing on his haters in Manchester. And not only that, after the game, he even said that I saw the banner from the Man City fans and it motivated me even more. It gives me more strength to play a great game. And he's not wrong, because Vinny played an incredible second half, playing a crucial part in why Real Madrid won. I personally would have given the Man of the Match award to Jude Bellingham. I really liked him on and off the ball in the first leg, but Vinny getting the Man of the Match award is something that I'm not too fussed about. So what happened in the game? Well, it started off with an incredible play from Guardiola, who chested the ball to Haaland, and he scored in the first half to put Man City up 1-0. But after Real Madrid continuously pelting City's goal with chances, one of them went in thanks to a mishit volley from Mbappe, and he knew that wasn't what he meant to do, with him laughing after the goal went in. But listen, they all count the same. Then though, Ceballos clumsily fouls Foden on the edge of the box, but with Foden's foot being on the line, it was given as a penalty, and Haaland tucks in his second ever goal against Madrid and brings them the lead in what seemed like an unexpected victory for City. But then in the 86th minute, Ederson fails to save the ball properly, rebounding it straight to Brahim Diaz, who scores and levels the game again. And Brahim Diaz played a grand total of 15 games for Man City when he was still over there, and he chose not to celebrate against them. Underwoke nonsense, bro. You should be celebrating that, Brahim. Come on, G. But this game wasn't over, because at the very end of the game, in the 90+ second minute, Vinicius pounces on a loose ball, and although he was trying to shoot the ball into an open net, he passes it to Bellingham unintentionally, and Jude scores to win the first leg away from home 3-2. And this guy Brahim Diaz was celebrating for Jude's goal like crazy too. Like, bro, why didn't you just celebrate like that for your own goal? What the hell? But regardless, what a game that first leg was, huh? I really hope the second leg matches this sort of intensity, and I'm sure that it will. And while I watch the second leg, I'll be ready feasting on my popcorn. But anyways, I said this in my last video, and I'll say it again. Man City are really struggling this season, especially defensively with all the injuries they keep getting. And it seems like Pep is slowly losing his sanity with football. He's going through a lot, bro. And I think with that, I just don't see how City is going to turn this around. So in another high-scoring basketball-esque game, probably another 3-2 result, I got Real Madrid advancing to the round of 16 against Man City. And of course they will. Who am I kidding? They're the kings of the Champions League for a reason. But anyways, who do you guys think will win each tie in this Champions League playoff round? Let me know down in the comments. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And please be sure to follow my Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and join the Discord community. All the links are in my YouTube description. Last but not least, if you want to learn about the worst choke in German football history, you definitely want to check out this video right here. You won't regret it.